Hey guys, we're going to be working on the drain line of the camper today. I have the gray water system. It doesn't have its own tank, but I have the sink from the kitchen area. I have the shower sink, or the shower drain, and then the sink in the bathroom, all kind of coming together on a drain line, and it joins after this gate valve. So it just would drain right out the camper. So I don't have a tank at all for the gray line. There's no way to like even stop it. So I have to put a tank that I'm gonna get on wheels, you know, to sit under here eventually. But for now, my issue is the black tank that the toilet sits on top of. It doesn't have any gate valve movement. This gate valve is rusted open and it won't move at all. And I think it's time to replace it after looking at a lot of the bolts anyway. They're all rusted, kind of a mess. And we're gonna go ahead and get started on this today. I'm not really sure what this is gonna encounter. I'm gonna try to take off as least amount of stuff as possible. But let's go ahead and dive in, and we'll see what we can do on this one. So appreciate y'all sticking around. Okay, so we're under here on this kind of waste valve system. This is the line that's kind of bringing all the gray water in, and it's a 2-inch line that comes into this side. I really don't want to get into all that. I just want to replace this part of it. And it looks like you have this screw here, which I've been trying to get out. Stuck in there pretty good. And you have these completely rusted over bolts, and they've, you know, the rust has since busted the plastic out. And I'm hoping I just replace this gate valve, which is right here, and leaving this, you know, part of it, this kind of connector that connects to all the gray and the black line, and it still has the you know, whatever, these lugs on the bottom that are going to attach to the sewer pipe. So I'm hoping this gate valve will just slide out and I can fix this flange here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. If I can get this, I need a really small screwdriver. This one's too long. Well, that didn't work. Well, I'm gonna have to replace it now. Oh man. All this plastic is busted anyway. Yep. It was broken anyway. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. There's a wasp nest up in there. Well, that was totally unexpected. There's some nasty wasps. Looks like that's long gone. So I'm gonna have to replace this whole valve now and figure out how to do that. Okay, after doing some investigation, I think this is gonna turn into a bigger job than I realized. So now I have this flange that's attached to the ADS pipe that's coming out of the tank, and you know, this is not coming off. So I'm gonna have to do something, maybe cut off this flange or just chisel it out somehow from around the pipe. I don't know if a heat gun will work, because I think the ADS pipe glue kind of just like melts the pipe together. I may try that, but I think it kind of messes up the pipe when you do that as well. I think I'm just gonna get to breaking this apart, because the plastic is pretty brittle. As we saw, I just kind of pulled on it some and it broke anyway. So I think this outer flange may come off fairly easily. So I'm gonna get to breaking that apart. And then this was already cracked anyway, so that came off pretty easily, and I didn't realize that. So I'm almost, you know, kind of glad this happened, and then I replaced this. So now I'm gonna cut this off up here, and also this one has a little crack in it, and I was just gonna seal it up, but now I think I'm just gonna go ahead and replace everything. So it's time to go to the store and get all this stuff, but I'm gonna be cutting this off and starting to rebuild this drain line. Okay, well, I wanted to go over what I've been using to kind of get this outer fitting down to the center ABS pipe. And so what I found works well is this Dremel tool attachment. This is for carving wood and PVC. I think it actually says on the package, but I originally used this cutting wheel style to cut, you know, kind of stripes in the outer flange, and then broke it off with some pliers, and then I basically have just a ring of pipe, you know, that's glued to this ABS, and no real easy way to get it off. I started like cutting lines in it to try to break it off, and it wouldn't do. Then I got this kind of grinding, polishing wheel that I had, and it does a good job. It's probably going to be best to use this when you're kind of close to finished, and it'll you know, clean it up a little bit more even. It kind of tends to melt it, and it's more for, you know, not taking off a lot of heavy stuff. But this, you know, carving tool, it's got a bunch of ridges in it that's meant to you know, really carve out wood and PVC really well. So I'm going to start doing this. It's kind of a long process, but I'm going to be carving off all around here, and then you know, using that polishing, you know, kind of sanding tool to kind of get it smooth, and then I'll be ready to fit the new fitting on top of that. But for today, I think I'm just going to try to get all this off, get that prepared, do the same for the rest of this, and then kind of call it a day and get ready for the new fitting. So we're going to get back to doing this, and I'll bring you in when I'm further along. Okay, so now I've got this all ground down with that carving tool for the Dremel. You can see all these shavings everywhere. So it's definitely a goggles or, you know, safety glasses and mask kind of operation. So now it gets it pretty good. I was kind of hesitant to really clean up a lot of this because it kind of digs in a little bit. So I'm going to finish it off with this grinder, this grinding wheel. So we'll see how that does. We don't need to be like perfect, but it'd be nice to get it smoother than what it is. And then we'll be ready to put the new one on, and I have to go order that, but let's get this finished first. And then I have the actual kind of sewer drain right here, the waste valve. So I actually I got this one from eTrailer, and I'll put a link in the description below. But I'm going to take these screws off, and you can rotate this gate valve around, because mine fits in the camper like this, but the valve's got to be this front way. So it's just a you know, open and close valve like that, and it'll join up. This is where the black tank kind of feeds into this, and then all this stuff kind of comes into this side. This is a 2-inch kind of connections here. You have 1.5 inch to the sink and the shower, but 2-inch otherwise. Then you got your PVC glue, and then you do need this ABS to PVC, which is going to be that transition with different couplers and stuff. And then wanted to kind of go over this connection here. This is all new to me, so found out this part is 3.5 inches, which is the outside diameter of this, which is the inside diameter of a coupler. And the pipe coming out of the black tank actually is the same dimension as this. So where the old valve that I had could slide up over that black tank pipe, this one just kind of butts up to it, and I need something, you know, basically a coupler to connect them. So I got this one, and this is a PVC. It's the DWV coupler, and I'm not sure exactly what that. It's like for drain lines. It's not like it's a not for pressure fitting, and it fits over this pretty well. And I'm gonna go up under the trailer and get that to fit. And so okay, yeah, that goes nice. Goes on nice. All right. And so I'm not going to glue the gate valve on yet, because I really just want to get this on and you know, get all of the alignment put up first. So this fits not super snug enough that it holds it on there, so that kind of stinks, but I'm going to just kind of hold it up here and use it to start you know, sizing the rest of these. So let's get going doing that. Okay, I'm basically done now. If you could see, this is the main 2-inch line. I gotta secure it up inside a little bit. It's a little bit of wiggle, not too bad. I put a strap down here to help hold it, but basically this is just coming up inside. It's not hooked to anything, so I gotta tee off of it and go to the sink and then come up through the vent. But that's gonna be later because I'm not sure where I'm gonna put the sink yet. So we got that. Then we have this coming out of the shower. It's coming out of here and kind of elbowing into the main 2-inch line right here. Then you have the sink for the bathroom. Comes in, it's a 1.5 inch to this main 2-inch. And then the 2-inch comes in into the side, and it's below this gate valve, you know, and this is the black tank up here. And then you just pull this, you know, to release the stuff. So basically on this camper there's no gray water tank, and so what we're going to end up doing is just, you know, unscrewing this right here, which is pretty hard because it's brand new, but unscrew this actually and then put another tank up under here, just temporarily wheel it up under here, and then that will be kind of our gray water, and then release, you know, black water so we can go take it to the pump station. So that's it for the drain. Little bit of surprises when I first started and the whole thing kind of crumbled in my hands. Then the shower drain had to get redone, and now it's all hooked up. So anyway, so that's the drain. I'm gonna probably paint this. Here, I'll come out here. You can see all my workstation, but it doesn't look too bad. You can't really see it from the outside, you know, when you're standing up. So I'm probably gonna paint it black just to finish it off. But anyway, so that's it. That's the drain line for this vintage camper. Should be good to go now, and now on to the next one. So appreciate y'all sticking around for this video, and I'll see you on the next one.